Hi everyone, I'm Srihari Inkullu. Welcome to splessons.com. Today I'm going to show you how to use best MySQL desktop client. First, before going into the details, I would like to thank Scotchbox team and Vagrant team because these people really made the developers' life so happy by providing fully installed and configured LAMP Linux, Apache, MySQL, and the PHP in a single stack. With this stack, you can directly dive into the PHP application development without installing and configuring any sort of server settings. They have provided full documentation to up and run your development environment with a fraction of seconds. Now we are going to see how we can able to connect MySQL database with MySQL database desktop client. In my case, I'm using MySQL database server in the Scotch box, that means Vagrant box. In the Scotch box documentation, they have provided the few of MySQL database clients. One is the SQL Pro and second one is the NaviCat. But the first one is only for Mac operating system and the second one is not a open source application. So we have a very stable and high-end MySQL desktop client for all operating system from official MySQL database MySQL team, that is MySQL Workbench. I don't want to take your time anymore. Let us start install and connect to the MySQL database. Before going to further, I hope you already have a MySQL database and go ahead and download the MySQL Workbench from the following link by clicking on the download button right here. So it will navigate to dev.mysql.com/downloads/workbench. If you scroll down a bit in the page, so you have an option to download the MySQL Workbench to your particular operating system. So currently I'm using Microsoft Windows 64-bit operating system. I'm go ahead download the 64-bit operating system by clicking on the download button right here. So it is asking to log in or sign up for getting any updates or newsletters regarding MySQL. If you'd like to log in or sign up for the site, you can go ahead and sign up for that site. If you don't want to sign up for the site, you can directly click on no thanks, just start my download. So it automatically save the application into our desktop. I already have MySQL Workbench I have in my desktop, so I don't want to download once again. Now I'm going to my desktop to install the Workbench. So I'm just clicking on the MySQL Workbench Community Edition. It's like they are providing the Community Edition with the full features. Go ahead and click on the application. So it will ask, do you want to run this application? Yes, run this application. And then click on next. If you would like to change the installation of MySQL Workbench path, you can change the path by clicking on the change button. So I don't want to change my Workbench location. So I would like to go with the default Workbench installation location by clicking next button. It is asking, would you like to install the complete features, or like if you want to customize the features, you can go ahead and do the customization. I would like to go with the default option, let's the complete option, and click on next. Then click on install. So the application is going to install into your local system, and it is asking for administration privileges. Yeah, just click on yes. So the application is getting installed into your system. Once the installation completed, just check launch the MySQL Workbench now. So click on finish. So it automatically opens the MySQL Workbench. If the MySQL Workbench does not open automatically, go to the programs and find MySQL Workbench application and click on that application. So once the MySQL Workbench is like launch, click on database in the main menu and select connect to database. So here we have bunch of options like a connection method, what type of method you would like to use to connect your database. In my case, I prefer to connect my database with SH connection. If you don't want to use SH connection, then skip the then simply enter their host name, MySQL host name, and the username and the password for MySQL database. In my case, I mostly prefer to connect my MySQL database server with a secure connection. So I would like to change my connection method to standard TCP IP over SH. So while you are connecting to the MySQL database with a secure connection, we need to provide the SH host name and SH username and SH password, and we need to provide the MySQL host name and the MySQL port number and the database username and the password. So in my case, the SH host name is like 192.168.1.50, and the username is like vagrant, and the password is same as a vagrant. All the vagrant boxes are coming with the default username vagrant and the password is a vagrant. If you have like different SH username and the SH password, you just go ahead and enter your SH username and the password. And in my case, my MySQL host name is like a default host name. It's like 127.0.0.1. And my MySQL server port is the default port number. It's a 3306. And like the username is root and the password is also root by default for the Vagrant box. I'm clicking on the OK button and I'm clicking on OK. It is getting connected into the MySQL database. If you see in the left navigation, we have Scotchbox database. Like the Scotchbox is come by default come with a default database name as Scotchbox. If you have more database in your MySQL database, it automatically show up in the left navigation. From here, you can navigate to the tables, you can navigate to the views, all the store procedures and the functions. So this is how we will connect to our MySQL database with the help of MySQL Workbench. Thank you all. Thank you very much. See you soon.